I've always wanted to teach, and I've always had an eye for a good horse, and I'm very competitive, as most horse trainers are. My mom and dad grew up in St. Louis. They had a barn for 50 years in the same location. We had saddle horses, we had Arabians, we had hunters, we had some jumpers. I rode every one of those. I was very lucky to start my real formal training with John Russell and the United States Modern Pentathlon team. There was an opening in the Junior Olympic tryouts in San Antonio, Texas, and I was invited to go. That was a stepping stone for me to get to go to Gladstone and train with Bert Denemothy. And from there I went to Pebble Beach, California for a year and trained with Dick Collins. I went to Trinity University and I rode all through college, went through ROTC, got a commission in the Army, lieutenant. And so I did a year in Vietnam. I volunteered to go. I came out of the Army and I ended up landing the perfect job in Louisville, Kentucky. Then after Louisville, I moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and spent 40 years on brass lantern farms and developed my clientele and got a whole bunch of riders and had a lot of fun there. Special times.
I met Otis in Goodyear, Arizona at the horse show there. I was at our barn and in drove this shiny, completely immaculate streamliner with Otis driving. This bundle jumped out of the truck asking for directions to the horse show office because he'd never been there. Showing on the West Coast was Californians, a couple people from Northeast, Canadians, Texas, the Midwest, but not anybody from Tennessee. He was really quite different.
Brownie and I knew each other as competitors. He as a trainer, me as a rider. And when I finished my junior career, Brownie offered me a job. And I think we were at the Tampa Horse Show and we had an interview and he told me, you know, about his operation. And I said, well, how far is it to the horse shows? And he said, pretty far. And I, being a spoiled Northeasterner, said, I don't know if I can do that. That was sort of the end of our interview and our conversation. And from there he hired Patty. And so history was made from that. It was meant to be, for sure.
Patty Stovall started with me her last year when she was a junior and was my rider and employee and then friend. As time went on, she expressed an interest, like all riders. I want to do the jumpers. And I quickly discovered that Patty Stovall was a very, very, very slow rider. She wanted to be precise. She wanted the horse to jump great. So the first horse I bought when I went to Europe for her was a horse called Frisco Kid, who was a little spooky and a little short-strided. And if you didn't go fast, you weren't getting over the back rail of an oxer. So Frisco Kid taught her how to win, not me. Every day I got up in the morning, I said, I have to do better. I have to find better horses. She's a great rider. I have to do better.
Brownie called me and asked me if I was interested in buying a horse in Europe. And I said, yeah, I think we're interested, but my wife wants to go. About a week after they had left, I got a phone call informing me that we had bought a horse at the Trakehner auction. We shipped the horse to Brownie and Patty in Tennessee. They started him, they spent about 6 months with him there, and then he got shipped out to us in California. He was a really good horse. He won a lot, and we sold him. We made another journey to Europe with Brownie, and this time it was me, and this time we bought what became the horse of my life in the horse business, a horse called Zadok. He won the President's Cup, he won the Big Apple Grand Prix on consecutive weekends, the Queen's Cup, a lot of other things. He was really a fabulous animal. Two of the best horses, or two of the most profitable horses I've ever had, came through Brownie. That really was the end of our doing business in the horse business part of the world, but we became really good friends.
Brownie believes really strongly in getting horses rideable. He wants the horse to be so rideable, everything the rider requests is answered and answered appropriately. We both, I think, developed patience working together.
She's been quite an influence on me to, I would say, calm me down, keep me under control, and taught me a lot about understanding horses and training horses in a slower manner than I'm normally used to. We have a horse right now that's turned out to be one of the best 3-foot horses in the country, and had it not been for her patience for 2 years, he would never have made it. He needed her holding his hand for a long time. Other people who influenced me would be Jimmy Lee, obviously, Burton Emmethy and Gordon Wright helped me. Rick Francher, who was my first rider when I was in Louisville, I really learned a lot from him about patience with horses. I ended up getting a rider, kind of a taller guy than myself, red hair, named Rodney, and I had more fun with him and learned more from him. We became close friends and bought and sold some horses together, and that started my career with him. In my youth, I was a little outspoken for sure, and as I would say some disdainful things about judging, a bunch of my friends got together and said, "Why aren't you a judge?" And I go, "I don't know, never thought about it. Don't think I can sit still that long, but I'll give it a try." And I love judging. I love watching horses jump.
I know there's some management groups that won't hire couples because they feel they're getting one opinion. Never the case with us.
What excites me the most about a good hunter is expression. I love to watch a horse that loves his work and looks at it as a game, and they have fun doing it.
My biggest admiration for Brownie is his passion for everything he does. He loves horses, he loves his vehicles, he loves judging, and everything he does it with passion. He does it to do the best job he can, and no stone unturned, no shortcuts. It's we'll get to the end, and we're gonna get this horse accomplished, and pretty much he's always successful.
My favorite thing to do is watch horses jump. I also like to boat, and I'm a fisherman, but I'm a freshwater fisherman. I like to bass fish. I really enjoyed my Streamliner tractor trailers. I really liked polishing them, and I really liked seeing them drive around the horse show. It's really an honor to get this award, and I looked at the list of people that have had it before me. I don't deserve it. If anybody deserves it, Patty does.
I think he's so well deserving. You know, it is, as they say, a lifetime achievement, and he has spent his lifetime in this business and deserves to be recognized for that.
It means kind of an ending point of my career. I really feel it's an honor. I've been devoted to the horse industry for all my life, basically, even doing college and stuff. I rode. That's why we do it, is because we love the animals, and I've been so fortunate as to have the great ones that I've had, and I really think I owe my career to both Patty and the horses I've been lucky enough to have, and the people who've helped me along the way.
We find a different direction to get to the final end. It doesn't have to be short-term now. We can look at the long-term operation, and it's worked really well. We have a great business together and really enjoy it.